This message is on Revelation chapter 8. Since it's been a while since I've done one on Revelations, I'll put the previous chapters on Revelations in the comment section. Revelation chapter 8. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the seven angels which stood before God, and to them were given seven trumpets. If you remember in the book of Joshua, where they marched around the walls of Jericho 7 days, they were silent, and then that last time around, they went around it, and they shouted, they blew trumpets, they made a lot of noise. That's pretty much what we're seeing here. Except for a space of half an hour. And another angel, this is verse 3, came and stood at the altar having a golden censer. And there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar, and cast it into the earth. And there were voices, and thunderings, and lightnings, and an earthquake. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. And they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees was burned up, and all green grass was burned up. By the way, if you look at this, a lot of these things are parallel to the book of Exodus, where Moses was leading Israel out of Egypt. It's a lot of the same plagues that God rained down upon the Egyptian. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood. And many men died of the waters, because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Other words, what's going to happen next is going to be worse than anything that I just read. Which we'll get to that in the next chapter.